right, guys. Monday, October 7th, U.S.-China trade deal week for YouTube. Now listen to the sound. Selling that comes in but gets the market to go down. Let me pause this screen a little bit because not a lot of people are going to understand what this chart's showing you. Forget about all the numbers on it. Reds and greens, where quick buying and selling comes in. This is a rotational chart rather. So you got to follow these as your eyes would follow a bird in the sky if you were trying. If it left a trail, the bird is the price currently and the trail is where it came from. That's how you read a chart. That should be chart reading 101. Essentially, the rotation that a chart has to show you when it might be bottoming out. Now, after the open this morning, here on October 7th, you're going to look back, we had this kind of pattern where it snuck up and then had a nice head fake lower. Right through the middle of this box, we got fast. And so that's real-time recognition after the open at 8:30 Central. So now we start drifting over about 7 points below where we opened, 14 points below Friday's close.
690% with 86.
Let's let this guy finish this
high.
treasury auction. All right. So what happens is
2.52. The 3-month bills drop 1.680% with 79.79% a lot at the high and a bid to cover of 3.16.
There's nothing. Let me turn this guy down. There's nothing wrong with looking for a bottom. All right? You don't want to look for a bottom because you missed maybe the sell-off. But if you think that there could be a rotation back up, let me stop it right there. See this buying that comes in? There's two things that I look for. I look for selling. I got to pause it now. I look for selling that cannot get it to go down, understanding the context of what? Where we're at on the map. What does that mean? Let me draw a map of the east coast of the U.S. to scale. And this will be Maine. Didn't like Maine until I went there, and now I like it. All right. East coast of the U.S. Maine's up in here. Florida's down here. The market came down. I don't know if it's going to stop in Florida or go down to Cuba. But what I do know is the context is the market has drifted south in the first 30 minutes. You got to know where you're at. So if you're selling and you're potentially down in Florida, it might be harder to get down to Cuba and some of the other southern Caribbean islands. You got to be careful and know where you're at on the map. If you're looking for a fade because you're potentially in Florida, you look for selling that can't get the market to go down or buying that actually gets it to go up. You get that quick read. If people want to read order flow, this is part of it. Quick buying that gets it to actually go up. You're not going to buy it right with them, but you know that you're getting maybe the potential rejection. All right? And you get it in this sequence and you get it right in here. As soon as they came in, they went up both times. Now, there was another thing that we could overlay with this, and we talk about this in real time. I'm just giving you guys the highlights so people get a sense of what the hell we're doing in here. The audio is the same with this screen. They're in sync. When it's a male voice, it's buying. When it's a female voice, it's selling. So when the voice comes in and the green comes in, that's just some quick tempo aggressive buying, reading that flow, and maybe the bottom is in. All right. Maybe now your timing, not maybe, your timing is going to be better if you're looking to get out of a short or into a long. Lastly, the Russell. What do you mean the Russell? The Russell is a stock index. It's going to chart similarly to the ES. If you're trading the ES, you'd love to see the Russell lead. You'd like to see the Russell rally if you're long. Look what it does right here in the bottom right of this chart. Jumps, jumps, jumps. Is that not important? You got to be kidding me if you don't know that. And we had, I think Dave talked about it at this moment. He also got the Russell rallying. It's imperative that you put those skills together and find the overlap, and therein lies your zone. Therein lies good decisions. If you're making decisions on just this one skill out here, isolated, probably less probable. You got order flow, you've got correlation, you got location on the map. Calling that bottom down there
90.
isn't about how often you're right. It's knowing where you're wrong. And you're not wrong 5-10 points lower. You're wrong pretty close to where you might be in. And that's what's important about good timing and good locations in trading. It's not about being right. It's about where you're wrong.
9.5.
And that's the problem. That's what problem what people have when they try to go out and meet other people. But that's a highlight for another day. Just be cognizant of where you're at on the map, buying that gets it to go up or selling that can't get it to go down, correlation, and now you're tying in the right techniques to make good decisions. Everything else, throw in the garbage.